Corporate Governance.pdf. Nepal RASTRA Bank. Central Office Payment System Department. APVT. Instruction number 11/077. Subject minus provisions related to institutional governance. By using the authority given by Section 45 of the Payments and Payments Act, 2075 regarding the institutional governance to be followed by the payment-related organizations licensed by this bank, the following instructions have been issued. 1. Rules of conduct, to be followed by directors. The director shall inform the board of directors in writing whether he has any financial interests with his organization before assuming office. B. Directors should not interfere in the management of their organization. C. Directors should not directly or indirectly engage in any type of activity that is against the interests of their organization. D. The director shall be personally responsible for any action that exceeds his jurisdiction. E. A person who is a director in an organization licensed to perform payment-related activities from this bank. No officer of another licensed organization shall be allowed to remain at the same time. F. The director shall maintain the confidentiality of the information related to the business of the organization. G. The director shall not be allowed to take any type of advance or loan facility from his affiliated organization. If any operator has availed such facility before the issuance of this instruction, the amount should be remitted by the end of BASARC 2078. H. Details of compliance by the directors, with respect to the conduct prescribed in this directive. It should be mentioned in the annual report. 2. Duties and responsibilities of directors/board of directors. The board of directors shall make arrangements for regular monitoring regarding the compliance with prevailing laws and policies, instructions and regulations issued by this bank. B. The members of the board of directors should have knowledge and information about the applicable laws, regulations, instructions, etc. related to the payment system, and should fully comply with them. C. The meeting of the board of directors shall be held as per the provisions of the prevailing law. D. The board of directors shall periodically review the internal control system and risk management standards implemented for risk management. E. When there is a change in the board of directors, this bank must be informed within 7 days. 3. Provisions relating to the appointment of the executive chief of the board of directors of the organization shall be in accordance with the prevailing policy provisions of the organization. An executive head should be appointed. B. In the case of the appointment of the executive head, the resignation of the executive head, the dismissal, or any other reason, the institution shall inform this bank within 7 days. C. The executive head should not work in any organization other than the organization in which he is employed. In this way, more explanatory terminology such as in accordance with the staff regulations cannot be used. When entering into a contract, the post of executive head should be filled within 3 months of the vacancy. If there is, or if you go out of the country, you should inform this bank. 4. Rules of conduct to be followed by employees. Our employees shall follow the rules of conduct issued by the organization. B. Employees of any kind directly or indirectly contrary to the interests of the organization do not engage in activities. C. Employees maintain the confidentiality of customer information and transactions with customers. Will fall. D. The current employee of the licensed organization shall not be an officer of any other licensed organization. 5. Provisions related to founder share nomination, purchase/sale, or transfer of rights. The approval of this bank should be obtained before the purchase/sale or transfer of the founder shares. In this way, an application should be made to this bank, along with the recommendation of the board of directors for approval. B. Founder shares cannot be bought and sold for 5 years from the date of obtaining the license. However, in case of the death of the persons who have taken the founder shares, or if there is a family share according to the prevailing law, this provision shall not be deemed to be an obstacle to transfer the shares in the name of their rightful, or the person they wish in accordance with the prevailing law. C. The founder shall not transfer or sell his ownership shares to any person or entity having the following conditions. On the blacklist of Credit Information Center, at least from the date of release from that list. Not completed 3 years. B. Appointed reinstated as an internal or external auditor of the concerned organization. E. In the legal or other advisory position of the related organization, in non-payment of tax according to prevailing law. Not having the minimum qualifications and experience prescribed by this bank from time to time. Will fall. 6. If the organization wants to add a new founding shareholder, for the purpose of capital increase, approval of this bank is required. 7. Provisions regarding self-declaration. The directors of the organization should submit the attached self-declaration Schedule 12 about themselves to this bank. 8. Regarding correspondence. When the organization send correspondence to this bank, it must be signed and sent on the official letterpad of the organization by the executive head, and in the case of his/her absence from the office, the authorized person appointed by him/her. Dated 17th December 2077. Sincerely, Bhuvan Cadell, Executive Director. Meaning: 1. Shri Government of Nepal Ministry of Finance Financial Sector Management Division Sinha Darwar, Kathmandu 1. 2. Mr. Nepal RASTRA Bank, Governor's Office. 3. Mr. Nepal RASTRA Bank, Banking and Financial Institutions Regulation Department. 4. Shri Nepal RASTRA Bank, Bank Supervision Department. 5. Mr. Nepal RASTRA Bank, Development Bank Supervision Department. E. Mr. Nepal RASTRA Bank, Finance Company Supervision Department. 7. Shri Nepal Bankers Association, Kathmandu. 8. Sri Nepal Development Bankers Association, Kathmandu. 9. Shri Nepal Financial Institution Association, Kathmandu. 10. Mr. Payment System Operators and Payment Service Provider Organizations.